Okay, good day everyone. This is the first live stream in a long time. It's called Coding and Trading, Drinking and Driving, Breaking and Entering, Laughing and Joking, something like that. One of these was correct, I think. And I even prepared some music, although I'm actually not seeing a picture right now. Is it not showing anything? It should be showing something according to OBS. Ah, here we go. So I don't know if what I just said was on stream or not. This is a live stream, first one in a long time, coding and trading. Yeah, and I have some music even, which could be fun, right? Let's do some music. Did I just remove the first song? No, it's down here. Let's put it right back at the top because it's a nice song. Come on, here we go. And play. Yes! It worked. That's excellent. Yeah. So, let me show you my great trades in the last time. Bad month, right? Before that, there was a winning month. Last 2 months, including this one, not so good. So what are we going to do here? That's a big question. I have not lost my motivation, which is pretty cool actually. You know, I think I had quite a lot of reason to do so. But well, trading is hard. It takes quite some time to learn it. You need to find your own way, I think. Not much point in copying someone else in the long run. Although the one guy I copy is called Mardos Trader, and right now he's doing very good. So I'm profiting off of that also. Yeah, the last strategy I was running, I'm still running strategies, as you saw, 2 of them. The main one is on Monero. And it went very well, for a short time. And then it made losses. One loss here. 1st of April, so 6 days ago. And a couple wins. And now another loss. Which is basically too much. I mean, it could be tolerated, but it's getting uncomfortable, let's say that. The funny thing though here is that this one loss was a long. You can see here how I set up my trades. The green area, the win area is pretty small. The loss area is big. So that's the trick that usually works, or used to work. We just wait when the trade goes against us, and we trust that eventually it will hit our take profit. And often it hits the take profit right away. So these were good signals here, very quick wins. This one is essentially a bad signal. But if you check out what happened after that, price went up again. And actually it went to the break-even point of the first trade here. It did not go to its profit level yet. Hold on a minute, no it did. I didn't score properly. So here, yeah, here it would have gone into profit. So with this trade, if we had just waited a little longer, we were knocked out of the trade not far below our stop loss here. So if our stop loss was a little further away, this whole disaster would be avoided, and we just would have had a winning trade. Yeah, well. But how do we figure out the stop loss level? The higher stop loss level has disadvantages, of course. Makes trades last longer and makes your wins smaller in relation to your losses. You can't do this infinitely far. Although it is an idea to put it pretty far away. So With cake, I just did that actually. I have a very high stop loss, which is 25% of price move. Look at this, it's insane. Small green thing over there. Profit target is, it's not so small, it's 2.1%, but loss area is 25%. And in the whole back test, we have 95 trades and only one losing trade here. So it's even hard to get a full picture. Is the win rate really this high? Our sample base is kind of too small. We can do deep back testing. I normally don't do it because the results are usually bad, which maybe means that my strategies don't really work that well. Oh, in this case we cannot do a deep back test because cake was only listed on BingX fairly recently. So yeah, the beginning of the data is actually the beginning of the whole price recording. Yeah, I'm running this again right now. The cake trade actually is not looking bad. Might go into profit soonish. Another thing I made recently is the Doge strategy, same strategy as XMR. Slightly different parameters. I did not forward test this at all. I saw the nice back test here and said, yeah, let's do it. And what do you know? The first trade instantly is a loss. Yeah, I should have forward tested that one. But I knew this before, kind of. I only put 5% risk on a small account. It's not that bad, but yeah. Well, I guess some more research isn't needed. Hold on, let me set up the chat on the other window. If somebody actually comes here and chats, who knows? I can see that. Okay, let's set up. Chat enabled. Yeah, so I want to do some more groundwork. Define better signals maybe, and have better ways of testing signals in general. So, because the signal quality is probably the problem we have right now. So here, there's just so many signals in this configuration here. Every few candles you have a signal often. And this short signal here comes after this very short down move. And the down move was not even, it was barely like one profit unit. These stripes are our profit units. The take profit distance, which is 1.5% of the strategy, is also used to paint these stripes. Kind of just to help see visually how big a move is. So we had like barely one profit unit down move, and then we had a short signal, and the signal was bad. I think it's probably better if these signals have a little bit more movement before they are issued. Especially if the movement is very flat, then QQE, which I'm using here, this indicator can easily give signals even when like nothing is happening. Often the signals are good. This is a great signal. It's almost perfect, although it was very narrow. Barely made a win, and after that we went down. Alright. Yeah. So how do we make better signals? One idea is this indicator that I made some time ago. It places a sort of hull around the price. And you can have different periods. So the 10 is the fast snake or serpent. Here. So these tubes are made to be convex, but only for short intervals. In this case, 10 candles. And that's what determines how closely the serpent wraps around price action. It will always contain all candles, so the candles never stick out of this. That's an invariant. So you can try a medium period like this, 30 candles. So this gives you a slightly slower, wider, less meandering serpent. So maybe let's try something like 50 here. Yeah, and the thing about this indicator is it is repainting. It's after one candle is printed, the serpent can still change. And these little markers show the point after which the lines are stable. So everything to the right can still change. What's to the left will not change anymore. So the basic idea would be to use the faster snake. I'm just going to say snake sometimes, even though it's called serpent. The faster snake moves inside of the slower snake, usually. And we use it for good entry points. We use the slower snake for a trend. So here we have an uptrend in the slower snake. Pretty obviously. So we would wait until the faster snake is at the bottom of this channel, if you will, and then go long. So simple stuff. So go along here. But we always have to keep in mind that they do repaint. So let's check out the situation here. What do we see here? It's already looks like an uptrend in the outer snake. What we want to paint is the middle line, which I currently don't have showing. I can take the average of the top and bottom and paint this as a line. So this will show the trend more clearly. I do have another version that shows this middle line. Come on, load, please. I think my indicator is a little slow. Takes 10 seconds until it's calculated. Here. This also gives us a nice buy and sell suggestion. Okay, so here let's select period 30 and draw the middle line. Yeah, there we go. So the middle line is going upwards, telling us that this is an uptrend. Okay, so the line is still going up. Now the middle line is going down a little, but only very recently. So we have to ignore the recent stuff because it's too volatile. We only look at what the snake did a couple candles ago. Let's show the marker again. Aha, the marker is here, so this is all considered the non-finished area. Let's play some more. Yeah, the line is going up even in the recent area, and before that also. And that's mirrored by price action. Yeah, so after a moment it just briefly looked down, but then it quickly turned to pure up. Yeah, and the one question with every trend is, when will the trend end? So, yeah, is this, yeah, for here now, the line is going down in the finished area for the first time. Is this the end of the uptrend? Possibly. Yeah, kind of seems like it. So from here on out we would do the opposite. We would go for short trades and price when the inner snake is near the top of the outer snake. This should supposed to be the outer snake, right? Yeah. So, oh, I was using 50 before, and now I use 30. Okay. Let's do 50. Which value to use there is another question that is not obvious immediately. Let's do different colors now. So the outer snake we make green. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that would be one idea. And as I said, I generally want to test signals better, so I want to make a better signal checker. I have code to check signals. Let's see where I can show this. Oh, it's in here, yeah. In the normal strategy, the QQE strategy, I test all the signals. So for every signal here, long, short, etc., you can see a symbol. If it's not tested yet, it shows a question mark. I mean, tested, not determined yet. So every signal is considered good if the trade started here with our take profit and stop loss levels as defined in the strategy. It turns out a win. So this short signal here. So here's the entry price. And our take profit would be around here. Price went up, so the profit was not reached yet. But it was also not a loss yet, because from here upwards our stop loss is pretty far up there. It was also not touched yet, so this is a question mark. If the signal turns out good, for example here the long signal would have been in profit around here. No signal is printed, just to keep the clutter lower. A good signal, good signal, good signal. All good signals. Here's a question mark again. And I also test the win rate of all these signals. So how many? Oh yeah, there's the third signal, third symbol, which is here. The red circle. That means the signal is bad. Would have led to a loss, or did lead to a loss. Above here is a bit hard to read. The signal win rate 91.1%, 1288 signals tested. Sounds good, but you have to remember that our losses are big and our wins are small, so we want a very high win rate there. The actual win rate of the strategy is usually higher than this. This is a bit misleading, this 85% number, because it counts also these trades which were added to. If you add to a trade, and the first one will always be a loss, but the second one is hopefully a win. You would add these two together normally, but TradingView doesn't add them together, so it says, oh, there was a loss. Even though at the same moment, a winning trade was closed and the sum was a win. Okay, but anyway, we need better signals. I think that's kind of clear now. Yeah, let's check out the signal checker. Signal checker library. What's the difference? No. Yeah, this is the signal checker. Works with any signals. a library, can be imported, and it's probably what was used here in the strategy. Yes, it was. Yeah, you create an instance of the signal checker object. Call a few methods. It's not hard to use, I would say. Yeah, and there are a few more trend indicators that could be used. This one I made myself, I call it traffic lights trend. It's basically just based on price movements. We set a profit target, and it notes whether price moved up or down the profit target, or how often it did this, basically. And from that it generates this trend. Oh, I can actually show this. Wait, yeah. I'm trying to remember how my indicator works. These were called traffic lights originally because they had multiple circles, and they were on top of each other, and they were red, yellow, or green. Yeah, red. I can't talk anymore. Green, yellow, or red, like traffic lights. But there could be more than 3. It could be like 10 or so. I remember how it worked. You got 1 light for every profit target. Well, the first light would mean if I have a 1% top take profit and stop loss, would this at this point, and I open the trade here, would it be a win? The second would mean 2%, 3%. But for this trend thing, we only use 1 profit target, which in this case is 1%. Yeah, okay. At each point we check if the price goes 1% up first or goes 1% down first. And based on that we place the color. Green or red. But is it really correct that here it's all green? Oh, we're looking at small movements. The movements are only... This is 1%. Yeah. This is basically all within 1%, the whole thing. So that's why it's all green. You start to see some red. Yeah, and the trend detection is maybe not that bad even. Let's hide the traffic lights again. Oh, and we can actually select that ranges are also shown. I guess a range is when up or down is both equally okay. I think it adds a lot of noise, I don't know. Let's skip the range. Yeah, is it a good trend indicator or not? Let's check it out. Yeah, on AVEX I used to have a strategy, and it failed spectacularly. Yeah, stuff is difficult. What if we go to something more reasonable, like 15 minutes? Let's check this out. Trends are going to be... Yeah, are they going to be different? Not that much. This indicator is not very trend dependent, I guess. But it's a little, because all these red and green lights are averaged around over about, for example, 20 candles, and then we take this average to determine our trend. Because the raw traffic lights will be red and green, and this changes often. So we want the smoother trend, especially if you're in a range. Yeah, there's red and there's green. So sometimes it's very good, right? There's a red trend here, it goes down, perfect. And sometimes, you know, then we have a green trend here. And it doesn't look like a trend because it started here, opened up, but it completely reversed. So that would be a bad signal for sure. Well, whether the signal is good or not, of course, depends on your take profit and stop loss levels. So we do have to take that into account. So the improvement to the signal checker I want to make is to show us how much stop loss we would need to make a signal good. Because often if you wait really, really long and are very, very tolerant for temporary loss, you can turn bad signals into good signals. So that's one thing I want to systematically analyze with a better signal checker. Let's see if that will be difficult. Yeah, let's see. Signal measurer. Let's quickly see what this is. What does this one show? It shows a label above or below each signal. I don't think that's the one I want right now. I want to modify this to show a number above each signal, and the number this shows how big the stop loss has to be to make this a winning signal. So probably should make this into a new library. There aren't really any bad signals anymore, or tight. There's just a quality of signal. The quality of signal means how much loss is incurred before a TP is reached. If TP has not been reached yet, we just say how deep we went in terms of loss so far. So, signal class checker. Let's go to the signal class. How quickly the signal leads to a win is a signal class. Signal class checker. Let's use the latest version of everything. Actually, we don't make it a library yet, we should. Because that's so much hassle. Every time I change the library, I have to import the new version in another script. Although, I think you can put some default display code into a library. Yeah, I'm not sure. Class checker demo. Okay. Entry by enterprise, that sounds reasonable. price. Stop loss price we don't have anymore. And yeah. When was the TP reached? We still have that. And we should have the quality. Signal quality. Yeah, let's call it loss seen as a percentage, and from that we can calculate the signal class, or we can call it the signal class. Actually, what's this? Oh, this is calculating which direction the signal goes by subtracting SL from TP, but we can also just use the entry price. Okay, done. Is long? Yeah. It's long when direction is above 0. Good signals, bad signals, side signals. We don't have this anymore. It's all done and gone. We don't have these anymore either. It's gonna work a whole lot differently now. This just collects all the signal checkers which are in flight currently used. Because as price is painted, you have to update multiple signals on past. All those that didn't hit the TP yet. This win rate also doesn't exist anymore. We have to change a lot of stuff, or just delete for now. The signals are actually just closed signals. Yeah. Oh, I have to put the error back in that I took out. Closed signals. Well, that's probably an array, isn't it? No, it's an int, isn't it? Just counts how many closed signals we have. Alright, and we need some signals to test this. Maybe we use my favorite indicator of all time. QQE indicator. There we go. And now we have to create a signal. This is my meta system with which I write Pine script. Not at this point, now I just put code in here because it's easier. But for the strategies, I generate them in here and copy the resulting code into TradingView. Okay. So what's buy and sell? Buy and sell is Q3 long and through each shot. Alright. And there was an error here because we didn't finish adapting the code. Where's the first error? Is there a bar? This goes away now. Yeah, okay. This doesn't really make any sense. Result. Okay, that doesn't make any sense anymore. This just goes. Right, we have our update method. If the TP was reached, we note this. And actually, if after the TP is reached, we stop doing stuff. And the signal is done for us anyway. So we have, let's put a method called done. Oh, the export has to go away. We're not editing a library. Export is not allowed. Method is done. What is done? Is when the TP bar is set. Alright. Simplifies this. If it's done, remove it. And those signals updated. Okay. Not done. Okay. Here we get the high and low of the current candle in the right orientation. We check if TP was reached. Yeah, before that we should update our highest loss seen is the max of loss seen, and whatever loss we have in this candle, which is not hard to calculate. And loss we take L value, which is the voice of the high and low for the current signal. And we do the usual stuff. We divide by entry price. Subtract 1, so we only get the difference, relative difference. Multiply with the direction. Which is 1 or -1, depending on long or short rate, and multiply with 100 to get a percentage. That's it. That's our current loss, but it is negative. Let's actually change that. That might be it actually for this method. We need to update this text properly. So let's not do tooltip right now. So if this is a closed, if it's a closed rate, closed signal, TP was reached. We put one thing, otherwise another thing. TP reached, otherwise done. Open. TP stays. That's one thing. And we show our loss, our highest loss. List of loss seen. String formats. Let's use 1 digit precision. There we go. Percent sign. And merge it onto one text. There. And this just shows the label. Okay. Export. More errors. One of 8 problems. Oh my god. Okay. Buy and sell. Oh, I wrote cereal. What about now? Okay, the stats we don't have anymore. Okay, take profit percent, we need this as a parameter. Take profit percent, input float. Let's say 1 as a default. Oh, I'm still exporting stuff. I could have done session replace for export, I know. Oh, all arguments should be reduced. In PineScript it's an error, not a warning, which is really stupid actually. I'm just seriously. Okay, from here we can fix the warning, being a little more precise. So we are not using Wait a minute. It was used, are you kidding me? Oh, I changed it to the wrong method. Okay, the update text is not using it. Really, this should not be an error. In every other programming language, like in every single programming language, this is not an error, it's just a warning. You're not using your parameters. Well, there might be reasons to pass them on anyway. Okay, almost all with us. Solved, maybe? Oops. Does it compile now? Huh? Oh, it was not used in one method, so it's not used in the second method, so that's a follow-up error. Okay, got it. Yes, Pine script. Whatever your name is. Yeah, it compiles now. We could add it to our chart. Maybe not this one. Let's use the red one. Oh, whatever. Why not this one? I'll make a copy. Signal class. Back to chart. Oi! Let's check it out. Aha. So this was a short signal. TP reached. Yeah, probably. Our TP is 1%, these are 1% stripes, so probably reached the probably correct information. The latest signals are still open. This long signal is still open. That's pretty cool. So, the question is how I want to measure the classes. So I want this highest loss of 5%. I want to call that class 5 trade, or maybe class 6, or just the percent number. If our profit target is 2%, I might want to calculate the class based on the higher profit target. Meaning class 2 is a trade that went into loss twice as far as the profit target is from the entry price. Something like that. I just want to see how many signals are in good classes, how many in bad classes, and how bad the worst ones get. Let's improve this display here a little. What? I thought I made this one. So what is a trade that doesn't even go 1% into loss? Is it a trade? Is it a class 0 trade or is it a class 1 trade? I would say class 1 trade, right? First class trade. Nobody says class 0. And the train, is there a class 0 that's the best? No, it's a class. First class is the best. Second class, third class. Yeah, let's change this display a little. Class text. Okay, let's say precise class is in this case okay, let's calculate the take profit percent again. We have it originally, but not in this object, so let's calculate it in here again. TP profit. Well, P is TPA price divided by entry price minus 1 times the direction. Okay, that's the take profit percentage. And our precise class is the loss divided by the take profit percentage. And the class is probably a roundup. Seal. A roundup of the precise class. So that's 1, 2, 3, etc. Class cannot be used, yeah, makes some sense. This number. So class text is class plus the class number. Let's put this in a tooltip. The actual text is, let's say, class text, and if it's still open, we just say plus, because it could get higher. Plus is a little weird because if a class is higher, it's a voice signal, so I don't know if plus is the best symbol here. I did it the wrong way, of course. If done, it's nothing, and otherwise it's... Let's try that. So now it should show some class numbers here. Math.seal. What math.seal? What's math.seal? Are you kidding me? What's happening? Oh, I'm using C-style or Java sarcastic. Of course, the syntax doesn't exist in PineScript. PineScript has the admittedly simpler syntax. That's this. Alright, so we have a class 0 trade. That's funny. The class 0 signal. It doesn't look all wrong, so the 5 point something turns into class 6, that's good. This has lost 0%, which is a bit optimistic. Although, no, I mean... No, it's actually not, because, yeah, I forgot I'm not putting any fees into it or something. Trades start at a negative profit, because you have to pay fees immediately and everything. These signals just start at 0, so it went down instantly. Actually did not go into lost 1 bit, which is actually kind of funny. But it doesn't happen only, but something is wrong here. So here, it went into profit the next candle, that's great, but it also had a wick up here. clearly that wick should be counted in. We don't know if the trade went to profit first and then this wick was made, but we take pessimistic assumptions, so we assume it went into the bad area first, like this little wick here, and then it went to profit, so this should not be class 0. That is not correct. You like my music? I hope you like my music. I like it. This is the right. Let me think. Entry bar. Which bar is entry bar? Is it this one or the one? Entry bar is the first bar here. Huh? Wait, which is what? Entry bar? What's entry bar? Bar index. That's the bar when we have the signal. So it's the previous bar, actually, I think. This is confusing. Why is it? The signal is issued when the bar completes. So like here, this one here. So at that very moment you should not look at this bar. You should only look at the next one. It's correct actually. But why is it not calculating correctly? Let's show how many bars it took. Okay, this one also works class 0 plus. No, it doesn't work. Nothing's really wrong here. So this signal here, right? It has a lot of loss already. Why is it not? Why is it showing loss 0? Are you kidding me? Maybe my loss calculation is not right after all. Maybe it's about the direction. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Basically, no, these are all wrong. Oh, I get it. Update text is only called for the closed signals. Oh, also we have this negative sign here. There's a very clever logic here, but I think I'm now using it wrong. I don't actually care right now. Let's just use the absolute value here. I think this will fix it. Oh, we're trying to update labels which are way in the past. No, that's annoying. Don't know if it's an actual bug in the logic or... How many cans do we have in the backness here? Let's show the bar index. What? Bar index. Oh, we're not going to see anything because there's this bug. Holy moly. Why did it work before? What's even happening? Yeah, these are the... oh my god. But to fix this quickly, let's just say we put a starting time in. Starting time. Start time? What? What was it called? Starting date, right. Starting date. There we go. Problem. Now we can select a recent starting date and things should be fine again. There we go. Okay. I guess the problem is they don't close anymore. Something is now wrong with the closing mechanism. This, for example, this long signal clearly went into profit here, but it is not. So it's still showing as plus, as if it wasn't closed. That is wrong. This one's actually open, that's correct. This one is also... I'm not sure. Clearly no signals are closing, that's why we have this error, this other error. Logic used to work, so... yeah, we just got... okay. We didn't update the display as all. Though this does not explain the other bug, but we'll fix that later. Okay, class 1, class 1, class 1 plus, very nice. Class 2 plus, class 8 plus, so that's bad and still open. Class 6, class 2, class 1. Okay, let's now remove this class. Word. Just show the actual number. And how about we make it a tiny bit bigger? Size. Normal. A little bit small still. How about large? Oh, that's nice. I like that. So here's a 19 plus signal. So this long signal is so bad. Price went 19%, yeah. 19% down and has not recovered yet. Many 1 signals, there's 8 plus, 9 plus. Although the many long signals here are just bad because the AVAX is going down here, as you can see. Yeah, that's not bad. And it will update as candles are printed. Let's just watch that in action. In the replay. And go. There's a change here, I think. 6 plus turned into 6, so because this one might do a profit, etc. Okay, that actually seems to work. Yeah, what's the best coin to trade? Different question. I had chosen XMR for my strategy because it's not a trending coin. Well, in crypto everything is pretty volatile, but this usually hovers between 120 and let's say 180 or 190. It was true for quite some time here, since whatever, August 22, whole of 23, it was like that. And before it had a little crash here, but it recovered, and now we're again between 110 and probably somewhere up here. So I'm expecting this to go back up. Just yeah, I don't see it crashing or anything, and I think it's very likely to go back up. I could go long here, right? Except I don't do manual trading. I always want to backtest that strategy. Oh, but my BTC spot strategy just turned to buy again. Sorry, my computer's a bit slow. I killed my really good computer with beer. It completely died just from a little bit of beer that I spilled on it. was annoying. Okay, the last trade it had, or it's not even, yeah. These are 1x long, so it's supposed to be a spot strategy. You just buy Bitcoin and sell it again. No leverage, no nothing. It doesn't always work great, but it's better than buy and hold so far. Check out the difference. So last, yeah, this was already part of the backtest. A very big win here, and this up move 48%. And there was a 0% trade. This is where the forward test started. In the forward test we had a loss here, and now it's trade again, or holding Bitcoin again. Currently we are in the plus. Not sure if this will work or not, but I'm just monitoring that. So yeah, I'm not actually gonna trade AVAX, I guess. Not sure. We could try to find better signals here now. Let's go to this chart. We have the serpent that we could use, or the traffic light trend. There we are. Yeah, we could check these signals with our new signal checker, which once again we have to turn into a library. That should not be hard. Export a bunch of stuff. This actually goes away. Maybe we have to export almost all the methods. They just change symbol. Oh yeah, press the spacebar. TradingView has some horrible shortcuts, like trading the what is it? Like spacebar. Spacebar will change the symbol trading, which is never to randomly the next symbol in some list. It literally doesn't make any sense to have a shortcut for that. Please give me a random difference asset to trade. So if you press spacebar because you're going to type here, but you're not focused on the typing area, TradingView will change symbols. People have complained about this on Reddit, but they didn't change it. Okay, so this auto test thing goes away. QQE goes away. Right. It's a bloody good method, right? So signals equals close signals. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, I guess this is publishable. Yeah. Add to chart. Why was this not an error before? What? What? This was not an error a moment ago. What? Crazy. Regulates signals loss class. CTV target. How far it went into loss before hitting TP. That's a good description. Add to chart, publish library, signal class checker, choose a category, statistics and metrics. Boom. Published. So we take this traffic lights trend and add the signal checker to it. Just signal check. Import signal checker. I'm just copy this code here, right? TL by TL cell. Signal check. TL by or TL cell. Profit target. No add method. I stopped exporting at some point. That's embarrassing. Forgot to export keywords. And publish. That's the thing, you have to publish every new version of the library, which is like an extra step. So if you have rapid development, you want to develop it in one script and turn it into a library later. Okay. No, wait, where are we here? Import version 2. Try again. Looks like it compiles. Oh, check it out. We have numbers now. 0 plus, 5 plus, 3, 1, 4. I'm still amazed that classes 0 signals are a thing, because it only takes 0.01% of counter movement to make it class 1, because if you're rounding up, we round up the class numbers. So here Next candle had 0 wick to the upside, went straight down, that's why it's class 0. Yeah, how good are our signals? Here, bad signal, 11 plus. Good signal, good signal. 12, 14, 16 plus. So one question is, can we maybe, if we follow a bad signal, like this one, let's say we go along here, could we just keep it open? Because if we have a coin that is expected to return to basically any price eventually, could we afford to just keep this open? This was a 14, so it closed, but after a lot of temporary loss. If we want to do that, we have to make smaller trades. We have to make the whole trade smaller, which will of course lower our win also, but this might allow us to keep this open and in the meantime do other trades. Maybe even longs, although I mean that's maybe pushing it. We could do other shorts in the meantime, which would be hedging. I'm not super happy with hedging, I'm not sure if you ever really need it. Because the moment you hedge, the moment you have a long and short at the same time, you're kind of saying nothing. You say, oh, I don't know where price goes. I just go long and short at the same time, which is effectively the same as not being in a position. You know, it's a different view on things, but if you are long and short with the same amount of, let's say, position size, you have no position. You could have just closed the position until you unhedge and then you open it again, which is actually what I do. I made a system to simulate hedging in PineScript, and it does just that. The moment you hedge, it will reduce or close or reverse the original position to simulate the result of hedging. So you never need a broker that does hedging. People complain, my broker doesn't allow hedging. You don't need a broker that allows hedging. You can just close the trade and keep it in your mind that you are in a hedge. A hedge is not a real thing, it's basically just a thing on paper. The real trade is the difference between the long and short that you have open. Anyway, yeah. What we do right now is we just set a stop loss in some compromise level. So stop loss I had so far here was 11%, which led us to some losses. In the backtest, not that many losses, but recently things have gone bad, so this kind of worries me. I don't like this. And this was the situation where the long failed and then the short failed. So if we go higher with our stop loss, we can fix this particular case. Okay, 12. There's one loss remains. Yeah, basically 12 is already the fix. But I mean, if I fix this one time, next time we might have similar situations where we would need 13% stop loss. Maybe this game never ends of raising the stop loss. Although there is an end. I mean, for long positions, a stop loss of 100% will never be reached. For shorts, basically any stop loss could be reached, even 500%. Yeah, so the trade was actually closed in the real strategy here, because 11% were hit. In this modified strategy with 12%, it is still open, so at least we haven't made the loss yet. Could still be a loss, who knows, but avoided this one problem. And if we go even higher, even this one loss disappears. 13. Oops. Yeah, with 14 it disappears. 13 also, actually, it seems. Yeah, here was this big spike here, down here. And we just barely stay in the trade here. Oh, it went down there again. So, but never went further down. So with 13% we would be good. But as I said, I'm not sure if this is the actual final fix for this thing. But I should probably... Right now I'm open on XMR and just losing long. For the next trade, if I keep running this strategy, I should go to the higher stop loss, I guess. So, to be a little safer. Trading is actually not easy, it turns out. How long am I trading? I think less than 2 years, more than 1 year. Yeah, something like that. 1.5 years. Is there light at the end of the tunnel? Good question. I think there's silence at the end of my playlist, which maybe I should take as an occasion to end the stream. I don't know how interesting this was, but I hope some people might take some interest. And yeah, let's keep chasing the dream of getting rich. Bye bye.